Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Grand Seiko. Today, I'll be your guide to the proper usage, care, and maintenance of your Grand Seiko SBGR053 automatic. Now, it's important to note that although this is an automatic winding watch, nevertheless, it can be manually wound by turning the crown in its first position flush to the case, clockwise approximately 30 turns, to energize the mainspring and begin the advance of the seconds hand, the beat of the balance. Now, after 30 turns, the natural course of action on the wrist, in conjunction with the case-back winding rotor, will be sufficient to completely energize the power reserve over several days of consecutive use. However, should you wish to wind the watch manually to its maximum rated power reserve of approximately 72 hours, simply continue turning the crown. Due to the bridal-style mainspring, the watch cannot be accidentally overwound by manual or automatic means. Now, once the watch is sufficiently wound, there are two additional positions of the crown that enable precise setting. In the outermost position, you stop the balance, halt the seconds hand. Now you can precisely synchronize to a known accurate reference time. This is best done by waiting for the seconds hand to arrive at the index at 12, advancing the minute hand to the next nearest minute, and then waiting for your reference time to catch up. Now, at that point, you can simply push the crown in, the balance begins beating again, and you've synchronized your watch. But it's also important to note that there is an intermediate position between winding the watch and setting the watch, known as the quick set function. Now, the quick set function is that intermediate position that allows you to quickly and easily cycle the date window of the watch. Should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month, you can make easy changes. However, it's important to note that the quick set function should never be actuated during the hours between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. You saw how I rolled the watch through the date change and then out of that danger zone before I used the quick set. Never set the quick set when the watch is engaged in its own turnover of the date wheel. Its automatic mechanism is engaged between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., so never use the quick set during that arc of time. Now, once you have set the time and wound the watch, return the crown to its innermost position. This is not a screw-down crown. Simply press it back to its position flush against the case. Now, there are three primary hazards that need to be taken into consideration with a fine mechanical timepiece: water, magnetism, and shock. Water resistance is significant because it requires a hand from the owner to be achieved. Now, the watch is rated at 10 bar or 100 meters from the factory, which Grand Seiko rates as sufficient for most waterborne activities short of professional diving. Now, it's important, though, that you help avoid accidental drownings of your watch by ensuring that the crown is always flush to the case when the watch is in water or there's water on the case. So if the watch is wet, don't use the crown for winding, don't use it for setting. Keep it disused, because using it when there's water on its seal can bypass the seal and allow watch water to become a permanent feature of the dial and movement. Water in a watch is a significant hazard, causing catastrophic cosmetic and mechanical damage. Moreover, water resistance, although formidable in this watch, as rated by the factory, is not the same as physical dimensions or mechanical specifications. Over time, water resistance will ebb as seals age and lubricants dry up, so Grand Seiko advises having the watch water tested with an authorized service center minimally once every 24 months to ensure factory-rated hermeticity is still intact. With respect to magnetism, magnets are simply ubiquitous in daily life. They're used on the closures of purses and wallets, refrigerator doors. They're generated by speakers, subwoofers, high-powered wiring looms, and of course MRI equipment. Keep the watch remote from all of these, as they can magnetize the metallic hairspring of the watch and alter its timing precision. Now, if you suspect that the watch has become magnetized, take it to an authorized Grand Seiko service center where it can be quickly and easily demagnetized on specialized equipment. Finally, shock is an important consideration, as severe impacts and vibrations can first affect the timing of the watch and ultimately damage the movement. So ensure the watch is disused during dirt biking, mountain biking, baseball, tennis, golf, or firearms marksmanship to protect the watch from severe concussive damage. Now, ultimately, mechanical service is necessary on any fine timepiece, and Grand Seiko advises having the watch serviced comprehensively at least every 3 years by an authorized service center of Grand Seiko. Now, it's important to note that these agencies exclusively have access to the proper trained personnel, specialized equipment, and factory replacement parts to maintain the value of your watch as both an instrument and as an investment. Moreover, only these agencies are authorized to back all work performed and parts invested with a Grand Seiko factory service warranty. Finally, visit our website govbergwatches.com and call, email, or text our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the usage and ownership of this or any Grand Seiko product.